Don't use these. That was a joke. I often get some questions on my 2 imPRESS nail tutorial videos. Mainly, how do I remove them? How do I take them off? Will they be on my nails forever? Don't worry, I have your back. Because in this video, we're going over how to remove them, as well as how I care for my nails in between sets. Now, because I use the Kiss Powerflex nail glue, I believe that once it comes time to remove the nails, it makes it just that much easier because it's a gummy, flexible glue. You may think with my routine of using a glue and them being press-on nails that once it comes time to take them off, it might be difficult. You might need acetone, you might need to force them off or whatnot. But in actuality, it's a really easy process. Usually around the 2-week mark is when I start to feel them get a little loose. You know, you can just feel it when you touch the nails. They have some movement to them. You feel like if you forced it, they would pop off. This is when I know if I'm ready, I can go ahead and just pop them off with ease. I don't need any acetone and I don't need any tools. When I'm ready, I just sit down and gently start peeling at the corners, and before you know it, they've popped off easily. And this actually doesn't cause any damage to my nail. As I mentioned, the gummy glue just kind of peels off gently. The nail comes off with ease. None of my nail bed comes up. It doesn't hurt. I don't have to use any chemicals, which is great. I've never had to use nail polish remover or acetone. So as far as pain or nail health, I think the removal process is pretty gentle in that respect. Okay, so at this point, these nails have been on for approximately a week and a half. However, they're seasonal, so I'm ready to take them off. So although they're not quite at 2 weeks, they're still gonna be a breeze to take off. And as you can see, I have no tools, no acetone, nothing up my sleeves. So I'm just taking one nail, going around the edge, and boop, it popped right off. And as you can see, it was very little effort and my nail remains unscathed. There's a little bit of glue buildup, which is not a big deal, but none of my nail came off. So I'm just going to repeat the process for the rest of the nails. Oh, that one popped off even easier. All right, one hand free. The only disadvantage with the second hand is that now I don't have long nails to be able to loosen up the edges, but it's still okay. Still pretty easy. Instead of wedging my nail between the nail like I did for the other hand, I just kind of gently pull against the edge of the nail. That's it, folks. My nails are all free and natural, and I think it took all of 2 or 3 minutes. All right, now that I've removed all my nails, you saw how quick it was. It was even easier than the application process. Now I'll just take a nail file and lightly remove any glue buildup that there might be. Honestly, this time around, there's not even that much. Maybe 1 or 2 nails just need a light filing, and that's about it. This is going to be such a short video because there's nothing to it. Nail care between sets. So you'll often see me in some videos without any nails on, and that's usually because I'm on a break. I do like to give my nails a week break between sets at least. If I can go longer, like if I don't really need nails on, then I'll go longer, but I usually like to just wait a week. I like having nails on, so I'll give them a week break and pop some new ones on. Some other things I like to do for my nails just to keep them healthy between sets, but also while I'm wearing the nails, is to practice good nail hygiene. So I'm always keeping them short and clean. I keep them short just because I do wear imPRESS nails and I don't need them to be long. So I'll keep them short. It makes them really easy to keep clean. And I'll make sure to utilize my tools. If I get any hangnails or excess skin around my cuticles, I make sure to clip them down. I never pull them because it tends to lead to bleeding, and then my cuticles look bloody and they hurt and they're swollen for a few days afterwards. And then not only is it painful, but it's also not cute when I go to put nails on. I'll also keep them nice and filed so they have a nice round shape even though they're short. I also cut down my cuticles. You don't have to do this. You can push them back if that's your preference. I do like to cut them off. I know sometimes people say maybe that's not healthy, but that's just what I tend to do to keep them out of my way. Another thing that I think is worth mentioning is just the things that you put in your body and just making sure you're not deficient in anything. I like to take a few supplements and also try to eat healthy. I think what I put in my body not only affects my overall health, but that also trickles down to my nail health. So if you suspect you have a deficiency or your nails don't seem healthy or they seem brittle, consult with your doctor or do some research and see if maybe taking a supplement or changing your diet a touch might help. Because sometimes I know we love to apply things topically, but what goes in our body is sometimes important too. And then speaking of topical products, I always like to have a good moisturizer and then an oil for my hands in the morning and in the evening. I love to keep my cuticles and nails, and my entire hand for that matter, moisturized and to make sure they don't get too dry and cracked. My lotion of choice at the moment is the Andalou Kukui butter. It keeps my hands nourished for quite a long time, and it gives them a nice gloss too. It's very dewy. But for my hands, I find that just a lotion doesn't do it all the time, especially in the winter. So I love to put some vitamin E oil, just straight vitamin E oil, around the cuticles especially, and then I'll like rub it up onto my knuckles. And then of course I have to mention, I do try to keep hydrated during the day. I try to drink plenty of water. I think that also trickles down to nail health as well. So that's it. Those are my tips and tricks for taking off the nails and then caring for your nails between sets and beyond. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have you had trouble taking them off, or do you think it's as easy as I do? Well, until next time, off I go.
Very clever. Off you go.